guys, you may or may not have seen the photo that has been liked by 7 million people so far. Beyoncé and Jay-Z just dropped the first photo.
I love that.
Of their month-old twins on Instagram. It is blowing up right now. They also announced their names, Sir Carter and Rumi. Yes, Sir Carter and I hear a couple of ahs and a couple of ohs.
This is what I'm confused. Is it Carter?
Sir is
not
the
Carter.
first
Sir
name.
is the first name.
And Carter is
So it's
the
Sir
last
Carter
name.
and Rumi Carter.
Because Jay-Z is Sean Carter.
Okay.
Well, I don't, it's just Sir Carter.
Okay.
Wow. And
So
Rumi.
Sir is his first name.
Yes.
And then Rumi is
believe
her
so.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they're going to go with both names? Are they going to say Sir Carter is
I think Sir Carter is the
Is the official name, yeah.
name.
It's not Sir.
I've got to ask you, because you've had some unusual, creative names in your family, such as Northwest.
I
have? And Saint.
I did not pick any of those names.
No, you did not. So clearly,
They were all picked by their mother and father, which is the appropriate way to do that.
How did you feel
honestly,
about those names?
This is the way I've been very blessed. I have 10 children.
Yes.
Every kid, the hardest thing to do is to name your child,
Yes.
and you work and name that child. It seems like now there's some very unique names out there, not just in my family, but everywhere out there. Your child grows into that name.
Yeah.
Just like Kendall and Kylie. I can't even imagine them having a different name than Kendall and Kylie.
Yes.
And they grow into that. So yeah, little North, they call her Nori most of the time.
Which is a cute
Little
name.
North. Yeah. It's adorable, and it fits her.
Yeah.
You know, it just becomes her name.
I like that point, because I often, you know, I grew up with the name Asuncion. And that's a heavy name for a kid that is... and
how do you say it?
Asuncion.
Asuncion.
Yeah, and there's no real English translation.
I'm
I'm going to start calling you Asuncion.
Yeah, I mean, that's my family calls me
I feel
Asuncion.
sexy
And my
saying that.
friends...
Don't you?
But it's a heavy name, but I grew into it eventually.
Yeah.
And I think, let's face it, these are Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. They're not going to have, like, a normal upbringing.
Like Michael and Jen.
She's like a goddess.
Nothing against Michael and Jen.
So, no, I mean, she's not, they're not mere mortals. And so why not have, like, these interesting names?
I do your kids a disservice, though. I mean, sometimes they don't grow into the name.
Well,
the
spellings are weird. If you have a weird spelling, like, that's what throws people off, because you have to constantly...
Here we go.
But it sounds like
right
what it
down
is.
there.
If you have people that, you know, when they add the Y in for the O and they change different letters, and you're like, I don't understand.
Well,
the kid will be spelling that every day of their life.
Asuncion, I spelled it a lot.
That's a lot. And my name is Jedediah, which is strange. You know, my mother was an acting teacher. She always says, I love the dramatic, but she got it from Barnaby Jones, actually. She got it from a TV series. And when I was little, the kids couldn't say my name. They couldn't say Jedediah. My mom stuck a prefix in front of my name. A, Jedediah Bila.
But what does A
so
stand
the A,
for?
well, this is, I used to say, Mom, what does the A stand for? She said, well, I wanted you to have your dad's monogram, AJB. But what does it stand for? It's like F. Scott Fitzgerald, she says. I said F stands for Francis. The A stands for nothing. So basically, it's A.
Nothing.
What is that? So the kids call me AJ, and a lot of my friends call me AJ.
And since Disney, they call you Jedi, too, a lot.
Jedi.
Have you ever noticed that? People post Jedi.
Jedi. I've heard Jebediah. We'll just call
the
you...
trolls have some other
Jebediah.
interesting
That's
names for me.
Jebediah. Yes.
Yeah, but she fancies. But it worked out, because when you get on TV, it works out sometimes in your favor and sometimes not. Because when I say something great, everyone's like, Jedediah said that, and everyone knows it's me. When I say something stupid, they're like, Jedediah said that, and everyone knows it's me. So.
I'll call you Sir Jed from here
Sir
on
Jed,
out.
I like that.
Good. The good thing is, if you ever did a Star Wars movie, you wouldn't even have to change your name.
No.
Perfect.
Oh, I like that.
That's true.
Yeah, my parents took the H off my name, so it's Sarah No H. But then my dad and mom gave me Hillary Haynes, so Sarah No H H.
Oh, I didn't know Hillary was your middle
My
name.
initials are
Have you ever done that?
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you guys all talk about names. Probably the most difficult thing in life you can do is name yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I read about
was a
that in
lifelong
your
struggle.
book, about
Yeah.
the challenge of that.
It's a lifelong struggle. I changed it many times.
But it fits.
But
Now
when you
it
went
does,
with
yeah.
Caitlin and you were
Fits you.
brainstorming, were you thinking of who this this person that was trying to get out was? Were you
Yes.
actually trying to identify?
I did everything, yes. Because if I ever told anybody, well, what do I call you? And I go, oh my God, I struggle with that all the time. And eventually it came down to the point where actually wound up being my assistant, Rhonda. She goes, well, then I was telling her my story, and she goes, well, what do I call you? And I said, I don't know. That's a good one. She goes, I always like the name Caitlin. And it was on my list of kind of the top 3. And at some point, you just have to bite the bullet and say, okay, I'm done with that. This is what it is, and I'm going with it.
And you're going to
It fits
grow
you.
into it.
I think it's beautiful. Yeah.